we clearly wanted a number 6 and we didn't buy one. So to then pretend that we didn't need one, or we didn't want one, is disingenuous. Like, we didn't buy Endo. And we said at the time, Endo isn't the player they wanted, is he? He was just he's a good option to have in the squad. And none of us knew back then, like, maybe he was the secret signing and he'd play. Well, 8 games into the season, 8 league games into the season, we've got our answer already, haven't we? I think. I don't think this is going to be he beds in for 6 months and then he becomes our first choice number 6. I think most likely we buy Andre in January when we can, and that's what the game plan was.
Asked about Alexis, Klopp said before the draw, his best position is too young for me to know in this moment.
If we as a team defend well, he can play definitely the 6. Definitely. Did I know that before? I had a guess, but I was not sure, because I didn't know exactly how all the other boys will do the defending, and because we defend more compact and better than we did in our bad phases last year, we have small spaces, and then it's really, really good, because he sees the situations really well, and from there we have an extra footballer on the pitch, and it's really cool. Best position, he's too young for me to know it already. He's a midfielder, I can tell you that. He's a midfielder, and I'm happy about having him.
Like I say, I don't think his face to me, and maybe I'm reading too much into faces, but I don't think his face says, I'm enjoying this, boss, and please play me here. He's what I noticed about him as well, he seems to be the new Henshaw in respect of, you know, like Henshaw always looked like he'd just been goosing. Yeah. It looked like he just had a bit of love in the afternoon before he came out on the pitch. And
rosy red cheeks and sweat on his brow, yeah.
And, Alexis is the new one of them, isn't he? He looks like he's blowing for tugs all the time, and you're like, you all right, lad?
Do you know what? In fairness to him, I do think, you hear Gary Neville saying that being Man United's goalie is the hardest position in football. I think being number 6 in this side is right up there. We've said this before, Joe, last season when Fabinho was struggling, you're like, well, give him a bit of a chance, lads. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you're the best player and you're in the best form of your life, you're doing well. And when we're compact and all the rest of it. But there's so many times when that lad in our team is just expected to do so much. And
it's the Rafa small blanket, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And I think the thing with Mac Allister is, like, there is a part for me, but we're back to the Szoboszlai loving of, like, he could play anywhere on the pitch and he'd be great.
Well, someone put that in the comments saying about him at 6.
His physicality.
You're wasting him.
You're wasting him, but his physicality would suit the role more. There's a reason Rodri's a unit. There's a reason Fabinho was a unit and good in that position. You need more of that physicality, I think. And that's why I've got a lot of sympathy with Mac Allister, and because I actually think he's been really good, even though he's playing out of position, and that's why I think it's very harsh to blame him for the goal. Because actually the bit about him playing as the 6, which is good, is he's good at receiving the ball in tight spaces. He's good at moving the ball on. He's got a good touch. So that's the strength of his game. That's the bit that people are complaining about, that goal being given away, isn't the weakness in his game. The weakness is the other stuff around it that Fabinho and Rodri could do really well.
If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full show from us live at 5 on This Is Anfield's YouTube channel every Monday. Also available as a podcast on This Is Anfield's podcast feed. And if you like what we're doing as well, check us out on the Late Challenge podcast.